So y'all be back, standing on the business. Yeah, we about to win this. Team back to the gym, we going hard out doing fitness. Let them haters be a witness. We made it to the finals, now we back to win it. We talking the Mavs, Baltimore, Dallas, London, the Philippines. You're on the right channel. These are your hosts, your boys, it's Relle and King. At WTM, to fill us in and what you think. So keep it cool and respectful. I'm sure you know what I mean. Luka, Kyrie, Clay, and Spencer about to be cooking. We told Nico run it back, and that's what he doing. He said they wanted magic, well, that's what they brewing. Lively on Max Magic, got her ready to prove it. Queen on the rap, and too much on the beat. Yeah, we 10 toes down. We stand on 2 feet. We said Nico run it back. I think he know what we need. He said we standing on business. There's no I in team. Lord, y'all be back. We standing on business. Yeah, we back to winning this. Team back to the gym. We going hard out doing fitness. Let them haters be a witness. We made it to the finals. Now we back to win it. We talking the Mavs, Baltimore, Dallas, London, the Philippines. You're on the right channel. These are your hosts, your boys, it's Relle and King. WTM, the feelings, and what you think. But keep it cool and respectful. I'm sure you know what I mean. We talking the Mavs. We talk the Mavs. We talk Mavs. Oh, we talk Mavs.
I'm sorry, man. Make sure my receipts is in order over here. YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFLs, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs, members only edition. Y'all already know how we do it every Friday. For the members, y'all, showing love to or paying our respects to the members who show love to the channel in that special. What kind of way, King?
Special way.
What? I didn't even know that. But listen. That's crazy, man. It's wild. It's just crazy, man. I got this Philly jersey on. But listen, man. We did appreciate y'all joining us, man, for another episode, of course. I was just going through my receipts, because I was told things. But listen, if you guys are new to the channel, if you're into Dallas Mavericks content, do us a huge favor, man, and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And also, to everybody, hit that like button, man. Hit that like for this dub, 4 in a row. Another hard-fought win. Another clutch victory for these Mavs. We move. So go ahead and hit that like button, man. We got a special guest in the building, man. A huge personality, a huge Mav follower here in the Mav sphere. Great podcast listen, guys. So we definitely appreciate him joining us. We're going to bring him up here in a second. But before we do that, man, we definitely got to stop and show love to the sponsors of this channel that's right here that we own right now. We got to show love to them. And that's Fanatics.
A huge thank you goes out to Fanatics for continuing to sponsor the channel. If you're looking for the latest Mavs gear, NBA gear, or merchandise in general of any other sports team, check out Fanatics and be sure to use our custom link on the screen and always in the show's description. If you're currently watching the show, scanning the QR code on the screen is the easiest way to get the link. And Glow Yard, this season is looking to be a special one.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, if you guys are into Mav merch, if you're looking for some Mav merch, you need somewhere to get some Mav merch, you're in the right place. Simply scroll down to the description box below, click on that link to Fanatics, and go ahead and copy the Mav merch of your dreams. Listen, not only does it help you to get to the merch you're looking for, it also helps out the channel in that special way. You either can scan the QR code or simply scroll down to the description box below and click on the link to Fanatics. All right, King, you ready to bring our guests up?
I am, bro. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Yes, sir. What? Look We got in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We got Matej in the building, man. Matej Sports Info, as y'all know, on Twitter. Slovenia's finest in the building, man. We definitely appreciate it, man. How you doing, man?
Doing great. That's a better intro than I deserve. Thanks for having me on your show. You guys do great work, and I'm happy to join you and discuss this great, excellent, superb game and great start to the weekend.
Well,
Yes,
we appreciate you, Matej, for
Yes.
the show, especially I know it's early in the morning. And also, I know Elle. Shout out to Elle. She's been looking or hoping for this moment forever and asking us, hey, when you guys gonna do the collab with Matej? When are you guys gonna do the collab with Matej? So we got it done.
Shout out to Elle. I mean, a great person, one of the great Mavs fans on Twitter, and such a supportive person as well. I mean, just
Definitely is.
definitely.
Facts.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Shout out to L, man. Listen, guys, y'all ready to get to it, man? I know we got a lot to talk about. Great win by the Mavs, man. So let's just go ahead and get right to it, man. Let's talk about these what you call those takeaways of the game. Yes, sir. While he's singing those, let's go ahead and put this in your face. Pause. Dallas wins 123-120 against the dreaded. I said the dreaded Denver Nuggets. Dallas shoots 50% from the field. Nuggets 47% from the field. Dallas 37% from three. Nuggets 51%. Free throws. Dallas shot 77%, 21-27. Denver shot 65%, 19 of 20. Here we go again, King. Once again, one more again. The Mavs won the rebound battle, 44-42. Offensive rebounds, Denver won 15-12, but the defense rebounds, Dallas won 32-27. Let me point out one more other stat, King. Let me tell you one more other stat. These two right here, these two key stats, fast break points, and once again, points in the paint. 66 points in the paint for the Mavs, 18 fast break points for the Mavs. All right, man. Let's go ahead and start with our guest here, man. Matej, man, what's on your mind, man? What did you take away from this Mav win tonight?
I'm looking at those bench points as well. 57-24. 57-24. 57 bench points from these Mavs tonight, and that's one of the key stats as well. The bench was absolutely superb. I mean, Najee Marshall, we got to start with him. If we're talking like, players of the game, and I know I'm being early here, I just want to say, like, he was excellent tonight. 26 points, a rebound, assist, a steal. Didn't fill it up in those areas, but he does all the small things necessary to win. And when we're talking at least about the bench, and there's other heroes in this game as well, but Najee was excellent, leading the bench, and that's when the Mavs did their best work, I think, tonight.
Yes, sir.
Me, basically everything Matej said. I'm gonna go. I guess I'll do a couple negatives first. Get them out the way because everybody's write paragraphs about him. Klay Thompson didn't make a shot. That's one of the bads. You got to make a shot. You can't go 0 for Klay Thompson. I understand that. I'll talk more about him in a second, but I'm going to go about the bad. So he didn't make a shot. That's one bad. Two, Derek Lively was in foul trouble. Derek Lively got to find a way to stop being in foul trouble. But I mean, I'll get into more of that as well because I think the referees were doing a little fishy stuff. But I'll talk about that later as well. So that's a bad thing.
You better talk about it now. I'm gonna bring it up.
I got you. But three, Jason Kidd, just playing around with the rotations that just sometimes it's like Jason Kidd, stop, man. Like we had something going on. You take out Najee, you put in
Maxey.
Like Maxey Cleveland and all that. And even talking about Klay Thompson wasn't making shots. And I know everybody would say, he got to make shots, he got to do this. His defense on Jamal Murray was incredible. Like Jamal Murray was nowhere to be found this game. And when he went out the game, Najee Marshall and PJ Washington took turns on he was just out of the game. Najee, you talking about shot clock violations? He was throwing THJ lobs today. Jamal Murray at times, like throwing him off the backboard and all. I'm like, bro, what is he trying to do? So between that, I thought he was incredible. Klay Thompson on the defensive end, but he got to get a shot around. I know everybody's going to kill him whenever he don't make shots because he got to make shots. Even though he was plus 17 at one point, he was up by 20. He didn't make a shot, but it is what it is. PJ Washington was amazing. PJ's been amazing since he returned back from injury. Like, he just does a little bit of everything. Like, PJ could score 0 points, and I'd be perfectly fine with him on the basketball court every game, just about. Najee Marshall, man, 6th man of the year. Looks like he's going for that 6th man. They're going to try. Now, since he's been back in the rotation and been like a regular guy getting minutes, I mean, it looks like 6th man of the year if he doesn't start over Klay Thompson at some point. I'm sorry, I know you're over there looking at receipts. Quentin Grimes, I thought he did a decent job in his starting for Luka Doncic. We had 7 guys in double digits again. It's becoming a routine again with just 7 guys. The bench is amazing. Like we talked about, because we said the bench was done. I told guys once the guys get back in position, no, we'll be fine. I just thought it was an all-around game. Lively came back in the game in the 4th quarter and made some huge plays. Like he always does. We got a bunch of clutch players on the team. PJ knocked down clutch free throws. Kyrie was massive at the beginning of the game. At the end of the game, they did the double teaming. I mean, I've always talked about that, the difference between Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. This is why one is the number 1 and one is the number 2, because one's 6'7" and can do things, and one's 6'2" and some change. And when you can take Kyrie out of the game sometimes when you double team him and he has to get the ball away and you have to make the other teams do stuff. But when Luka's getting double teamed in those situations, he just has height. It's just natural height where he's able to get away from it at all. So that's just, it is what it is. Kyrie thrives off of having the number 1 beside him because of his height, because he's incredibly skilled, probably the most skilled player of all time. Other than that, bro, I got nothing to say. This is probably another one of the biggest wins of the season. Clutch win now. No Luka Doncic in Denver, cup game. Like, I have nothing to cry about. I know folks want to nitpick. We're now, I guess, a greedy team now where everything has to be perfect. But that was an incredible game, bro. Big win, 4-game win streak. Now go over East now and take care of business. And you could be up like in a 6-game win streak possibly, but 1 game at a time. Let's go take care of Miami. But this was a good win, bro. And the referees were trash. Were trash. Before you go there, I know you want to go there. I'm going to get it. The referees this game, between the offensive fouls they allowed, the flagrant fouls they didn't call for the Dallas Mavericks, the push, was DeAndre Jordan pushed Lively with 2 hands in the back when he went up for a dunk, right in his back, and they didn't call anything for that. That's a flagrant. That's not a basketball play at all. But it was more than that was happening. Spencer Dinwiddie getting smacked in the face by Russell Westbrook. Joker just offensive foul on every play as far as a hook. It just is what it is. But they got away with it, and we still won the game. So shout out to the Mavericks for getting that done. I'm proud of them.
There's a reason why I got my throwback Finley jersey on. You said 4 wins in a row.
4 wins in a row, bro.
Gotcha. Got the 4 on. Listen, man, y'all a whole lot nicer than me. I'm gonna tackle one thing because listen, I was told that we didn't have a bench. Kept telling folks we got a bench. Give them time. It's gonna all work itself out, and we're starting to see that. It's starting to click now. I'm gonna say for the most part, Kid has the rotations down. We know who's gonna be the 10 guys in the rotation and all that stuff. Also, too, we kept trying to tell folks, man, we got enough talent on this team that these dudes, we can get a ton of guys who are scoring double figures. We start naming off guys who could be a guy who could score in double figures. Now that's how many games in a row now, King? 4? Is that 4 games in a row?
That's 3 in a row for 7 guys, I think. Yeah.
Okay, okay, somewhere up there. But you know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of games now where these guys scoring double figure points or whatever, right? Then on top of that, the fact that this is now a second clutch game now that we won, and I was also told that we couldn't beat the good teams.
They're not good when we beat them.
Gotcha. So we're beating the good team. Not only we beat a good team tonight, we beat it without Luka.
Yeah, they're not good. They missing.
I also said before too, this is a better team without Luka. I told you this. Matter of fact, I said this to you, I think, during preseason. And you asked me this question. I said this team is good enough to still compete and make the Playoffs, even if Luka was out for the season. I'm not gonna wood. I'm not gonna wood on that. I do not want to be up. But let's just say this team. In the past, we were kind of nervous. Like, man, could they win this game? We praying they can win this game, bro. I'm not even nervous anymore if Luka miss games.
Change what you're saying, bro. Because I think people are gonna think what you're saying is what you're not saying.
Well, yeah.
What you're saying, you're not saying they're a better team without Luka. You're saying they're better than they were without Luka before.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm
glad you said that. You know we're finna get a long. Let me clarify that because people think you saying we don't need Luka. I did not say that. I'm talking about in the past where we was going like 0 for 9 when Luka didn't play, or 2 for 8 or whatever without Luka playing. We only won 2 games in 2 years in games that Luka didn't play. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about now we have a team that if Luka is not playing, we should be fine until he gets back.
Yep.
I'm not cringing. I'm not sweating. I'm like, Even when we lost that lead, I still thought we were gonna win the game. We had 3 minutes left.
Same here.
Just get a couple stops. You only down by, what was it, 4 at the time? Or 5? No, we were down by 5. With like 3:03 left. And I was like, yo, just get a couple stops, you're good. And we did that. This defense is good enough now. That's another thing, too. I thought, oh my God, so much I want to talk about. No perimeter defense, but I was told, King, that we was gonna need Najee, we was gonna need DJJ. Let me ask you a question, King. Have you ever seen in your life the game we've been watching Najee play this year so far? Have any of y'all ever seen DJJ do that?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Got you. So I don't like. What else I'm supposed to say, bro? We've been talking about this all season, man. And like I've said this on the last show. I'm gonna say it again. This is why when we was talking about us being upset with those 4 losses, this is what I meant when I said I still got faith in the team that they're gonna do good. I do. We got too much talent to not be good. I was mad at the slow starts. I'm just sick and tired of the slow starts every year, bro. I just got tired of that. This team is showing you right now that they're that good to the point that was an excuse with the slow starts. You have no reason to have a slow start this year. And now we're starting to pick it up. Luckily for us, like you said a couple shows ago, it's not 20 games, it's about 10, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Or 10 or 11 or whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean? So he cut that down. So hopefully that can kind of help here, man. Like I said, like they're beating the good teams, they're winning in the clutch. They're starting to get back to the team that we saw in the second half last year, where they're dominating in the paint. Matter of fact, there's one thing too. I can get on the referees. Y'all are right. I can get on the referees. But there's one thing I will get on referees. They did let us play a little bit more today than they did that last game that we played them. Because that last game we played them, it was so ticky-tack and so touchy. It's like, bro, like, you let them guys play. And to your point too, King, I don't know how many times I'm sitting there and I'm watching. So when are we ever going to call a foul on Jokic for the elbows?
Never.
Okay.
Nah. That's MVP prerogative.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is what I talk about when I say inconsistencies when it comes to referees. Not only that, I know y'all want to talk about that one play that everybody on social media talking about right now.
The last minute play.
Jokic is literally cussing out the referee, spitting on him, talking about his mama, kicking him in the shin, slapping him in the face. No tick. We see replays. Matter of fact, the last game that Luka played, we saw a replay. Luka talking to the referee with his shoulders up, and he got a technical foul.
Yep.
Amen.
I'm just like, I don't get it. I've been saying this for the last 2 years. Y'all been hearing me say this. I don't understand why we criticize Luka for things we think he's doing, but Jokic is literally doing it, and they don't get any. Matter of fact, King, they gave him 66 points today. Is anybody going to criticize Jokic for his lack of paint defense? Is anybody going to? No, okay. I'm just asking because I don't know.
I'm criticize him for not getting back on defense and arguing with referees. I mean, come on. Like, that's one of my regular rants. I get it. Jokic is great. I love him. I've been watching Denver a lot because of him.
Right.
But he does the same things Luka does. Yeah. And he does them more than Luka and never gets any ish for it. Never.
Bro,
Luka, if that was Luka, like, not getting back on defense, arguing with referees, we know those clips would already be viral.
Oh, my God. But tell you know what's crazy? When that one play he didn't get back, he wasn't in the camera anymore.
Nope.
No.
He wasn't even in the camera anymore. And I'm like, so nobody. Matter of fact, did you watch the game on ESPN, Matej?
Yeah, I did.
Did you hear? Did they say anything about that? They didn't say anything about it. Oh,
they didn't say anything about it. You know, Doris wouldn't criticize Jokic for that. Doris never says anything bad about her favorites, and Jokic is among her favorites. But if that was Luka, they would be talking about that the whole game long, showing replays of Luka not getting back.
And he did that in the first. He did that in the first quarter. It was still been talking about in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
He did it twice in the first half.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's frustrating. Like, I get it. Luka, when Luka does it, I hate it as well. But I just don't like the double standard here.
Yeah.
Why does he get so much ish for that and doesn't do it as much as Jokic? I was watching, like, the first few seasons of Jokic's career in the NBA. He was worse than Luka with the rest. He got better after it, but he still gets into it with refs. I watched like the couple of games ago, Jokic, before he was out for like a week or so because he got a baby. Congratulations. Nikola, on the new baby. But he got pissed because he got a bad pass turnover. He got pissed and stayed again on his side of the floor. Didn't get back on defense. And I watch, like I said, Nuggets a lot. I see him do that regularly, but it absolutely never gets mentioned or exposed like with Luka. Like that just bothers me.
Could y'all imagine if Luka did what Joker did to Markieff Morris?
Exactly.
Can you imagine how the publicity Luka would get, the negative publicity for pushing a player and doing that Luka would get? But they forgot.
I told you
when it's Jokic, it's passion. When it's Luka, he can't control himself.
Exactly.
I told you.
Exactly.
I Joker takes his shine. But
I've said this too. I remember with Jokic. I told King this. I remember when Jokic was out here, they showed him in the off-season shirt off, beer belly. You know what I'm saying, drinking all this beer and all that. And I'm sitting there, so I don't
dancing on tables.
Dancing on tables.
When Joker does it. When Luka does it, he's out of shape.
Luka don't do that, but they have the idea that he does do it, so we're gonna criticize you for that. Like, I don't understand this, bro. Like, and it's crazy to me, bro. It makes me mad. It's why whenever we beat these guys like this, man, or they lose the way they lost in the playoffs and all that, it's so satisfying. Because listen, I'm not stupid, bro. Like, Jokic is a good player. I'm not saying he's a bad player. The national media makes you hate this guy, man, because of what they do. It's like you criticize Luka, like you said, Matej, like you looking for every little small thing for Luka to criticize him for, but the stuff that Jokic is doing it in your face, and you just like, hell no, he can easily get you 30 anytime he wants. It's like, wait, what? What's the guy do with you cussing out the referee? What are we doing? Like,
it is what it is.
But it is what it is, man. Yeah, like I said, man, look, everybody played a solid game.
Why do you guys think this double standard exists? Like, it's two guys from pretty much like the same region, but they get viewed completely differently.
There's only a spot for one, Matej. I think the way this is going at Americans, the way they want to portray basketball, they obviously want to. You can tell they want an American to be the face of basketball. We can all agree.
They want it badly. They need an American face of the league.
Yes.
But why though?
The sport is mainly in America, so they want an American face. I understand. Even though it's a global game, the game is still played mostly in the States, so they want to stay. I understand. I'm not saying it's right, but I understand it. With that being said, I think that Joker and Luka occupy the same space. So they're the same guy that's trying to be that guy, and it's like we can only have one. So it's like Joker has that benefit. So it's like, Luka, until you're better than Joker, you just little brother or whatever. That's how I feel. I don't know if it's true or not, but I just feel like it's only space for one. Because like you said, Joker does everything Luka does. Only difference, he has the MVP and the chips now. So they let him. Yeah,
get his fourth. Looks like
he about to get his fourth. He may not have to win again. It don't matter. So he gets the benefit of the doubt, and Luka gets every excuse thrown his way. So it is what it is.
Well, it's crazy. He don't have to win another championship. He's fine. But I remember guys back then weren't getting MVPs because no, we tried. You still ain't won a championship yet. We can't get his MVP. But this guy continues to keep getting them no matter what. Still ain't beat a 50-win team in the playoffs. None of that. But
they still criticize Will Chamberlain.
R.I.P.
Now, he got 2 championships with MVPs and all. And they said he didn't do enough. But Joker got 3 of them already, going on 4, and got 1 championship. At some point, isn't voter fatigue?
I guess not.
You got to win.
Man, I get tired not vote for nobody else, but I'm gonna go ahead and vote for Jokic. Like, wait, what? But anyway, man,
nothing gives him a negative. Like I told you, my thing is, remember Dirk? Remember Dirk won his MVP in the first year. He got embarrassed by the seed, and they said basically you can never win it again. Basically, like,
yep,
you lost to Golden State, you can never win it again. Joker had a lead in Game 7 by 20 points at home and lost, and nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. He had a 20-point lead at home in Game 7, the best player in the world, and lost, and they don't say anything about it. It's not like, oh, okay, we're going to ignore that. It didn't happen.
Hey, but Luka still got to get criticized for losing to a stacked Clippers team when his second best player was Tim Hardaway.
And every team Luka's beaten in the playoffs at least had 50 wins.
50 wins and beat 2 1 seeds in the playoffs. But
Yep.
I mean,
and a 60 win. But
he's still not a winner though. But it's all good. Let's see what else I was gonna say. Oh man, like you said, I remember when last year when I said, man, I wish we had another PJ on this team.
Mm-hmm. So you got one.
Najee finally got one, bro. Mm-hmm. Man, like you said, shout out to PJ and Najee, man. It's funny to me, King. Once again, bro, I gotta pull this receipt book out because somebody was posting on Twitter today. I don't know if y'all saw it. Somebody posted oh okay, hold on, let me just gather myself here. Somebody posted a post of trading Najee and PJ for Cam Johnson. I want y'all to listen to what I just said. Yeah. Somebody posted a post of trading PJ and Najee for Cam Johnson.
Somebody wants the team to be worse.
Yeah,
I guess they're going for Cooper Flag. I guess I don't know what it is, bro. I don't get it, man.
Cam Johnson gives you 17 on a team that's probably going to fight for the lottery by the end of the season. We already know Brooklyn's looking okay right now, all right, but at the end of the season they probably gonna be fighting for the lottery. It is what it is. Cam Johnson
still not convinced.
PJ winning series for you, Matej. He won a series for you, helped you out as far as OKC in the playoffs. He's this year looking like he's all defensive player, like been legit since he came in. We missed him. We lost like almost every game when he was out the lineup, except for one. But they want to trade him. I don't think a lot of people understand how a team works. A team is not just everybody scoring 100 points. That's not how a team works.
Fans can be crazy sometimes. I mean, we know there's some fans that want Luka traded, so no surprise. There's some of them that want PJ traded as well. But I'm still not convinced Cam Johnson is not just a bad team, good stats player. I'm still doubtful about him, and that would be a dumb trade Nico would never do. And Nico has shown and proven he's a top 3 GM in the league. I think pretty much should be a consensus right now. And the stuff he would never do something like that. I'm pretty sure about it.
I wouldn't trade them individually for Cam Johnson.
Nope. That's just foolish in general. Last time I saw Cam Johnson play meaningful basketball, he was getting destroyed by the Mavericks.
He said Luka made him sit down.
Yeah,
mid-court. Okay. I'm just asking. I didn't see it. I'm just asking. Okay. Just crazy to me, man. This team is clicking on all cylinders right now.
This is a good team. This is a good team.
This is a great team.
Yeah, I mean, that's the main thing I think we can take from, the record is not where it's supposed to be, but there are plenty of indicators, plenty of stats that show this is a better team than their record shows. And after this game tonight, they're top 5 offense, 17 defense. Yep. I mean, and they've been top 10 in both defense and offense pretty much
all year.
Yep. If we win, if we're good in the clutch again, Matej, like we were last year, we're a good team this year. That's the difference right now. We were losing some clutch games at the beginning of the year.
It's those clutch games that are spoiling the whole picture.
Yep.
But I mean, couple of wins in those games, and we know we can analyze and dissect those clutch moments and plays all we want. It comes down to a couple of bounces of the ball or a bad whistle from the ref, and a couple of those things change, and we are looking at 3 or 4 more wins possibly for these Mavs, and they are good. They got to be healthy. They got to, they need time to click even when Luka gets back. And I think that Luka not playing in the preseason, along with the changes Kid is making to their system, less touches, more off ball, that all contributed to the slow start. And they're still good enough to be right there with the best teams in the league and beat them, when they're playing like they're supposed to.
Whatever receipt book at, bro. Did you just hear that? Did you see him say about Luka Doncic playing having to take time to play with a team, but people want to trade him though. Like he hasn't been playing on the ball exclusively every year of his career, minus the first half of his rookie year.
So you've been reading my book again, King. Stay out of my book, man. Stay out of my book. It's funny you said that because listen, on chapter 90 here, man, page 6, it says, Luka. It does not matter. Luka is trash. What this is right here. What they told me. It said trash. So it didn't matter that the fact that we've been saying this a million times on this show, like you just said, bro. We've been talking about this. He's been playing a particular way pretty much his whole entire career, minus the first half of his rookie year. We've been saying this. It's gonna take him. He been playing at that for 7 years. Y'all want him to just flip a switch in like 11 games.
Yeah.
We kept trying to tell folks, give him time. Luka's smart enough. He's gonna figure it out. He's gonna figure it out. Slowly but surely, he's starting to figure it out. We saw it in the last game before he was out. He's starting to figure it out. Just give him time. This team is starting to click. The players that everybody wanted to trade are starting to feel comfortable. We're starting to see this now, right? Like, just give it time, bro. Like, they're gonna get it. This team is too good. They're too talented to not get it. It's all gonna fall on the shoulders of Jason Kidd, bro.
You see Kyrie post game?
You said the fact that he was showing love to Luka and giving him a shout out
with his Armano and all, and saying, "This for you, and just get yourself together, and we got it for you, bro." They know that Luka's been playing a certain way. This is Luka having to adjust. Luka's been having to adjust since Kyrie Irving got there.
Yep,
real talk. It really wasn't about Kyrie adjusting. It's always been about Luka, and now Nico's just giving him a better squad each year. And he's now having to do a little bit less as far as in certain situations. And he has to understand that he can do less, but still get his. And he's understanding that. And like you saw last game, he was efficient. The ball stayed out of his hand. We still cooked and beat somebody by 20-some points. Like, he can do anything on the basketball court. Luke is one of the smartest basketball players of all time. It is what it is.
You said 41, no Dirk?
No Dirk. But yeah, that's basically what it is, bro. I don't know why folks it's ridiculous the way a fan base. That's why I say sometimes I can dislike this Maverick fan base, because so much that Luka has done for them, bro, and then for like to have a struggle at the beginning of the season, not even the whole season. We ain't talking about the whole season. We talking about 10 games into the season. People talking about trade Luka Doncic in his 7th year.
That's just crazy. I mean, what are we doing here? And I know that's a very, very small minority of the fans, but they're very vocal. And it's annoying when you're seeing like that makes zero sense with, you know, what you're actually seeing on the court, what's actually been happening, not just this season, previous season. We got a huge body of work here. We know, like you said, King, I mean, they're going to figure it out. They're just too good. You know, Luka's too good not to figure it out, and they just need time. They had a lot of injury problems at the start of the season, and I got so scared when D-Live fell. That looked bad. I was like, oh, not again, because it really looked like a bad fall. But luckily, you know, he returned. Hopefully, he won't miss any.
He might not play next game with Jason Kidd.
Man, if I was going to ask y'all that, because I was just thinking that. I was like, man, is Lobby going to actually miss a game? Because we play next Miami.
He might. I mean, you know what? If he did, we still could beat him. I thought we were going to beat Denver the day before, even when they said Joker played. Even when they said Joker was playing, they said Aaron Gordon was out. I was like, we still going to beat Denver.
You know what? To be honest with you, I was happy that he's going to play because I want to beat them
at their best. That Joker.
At their best, yeah. Because listen, because we would have heard excuses. Man, they didn't have Joker. They had Joker tonight.
I want them in the playoffs. This is my playoff team now. You know, every year I have a playoff team, and I'm like, bro, we got to play them in the playoffs. I want to get that done. I need the Nuggets this year, bro. I'm tired of the whole we couldn't beat the Nuggets. If we'd have played them last year, it was because we didn't play the Nuggets, though we beat every other team, and the Nuggets didn't make it. I want the Nuggets in the playoffs.
We got lucky. Figured out the Nuggets.
This team figured out the Nuggets. They last year. Remember the last Nuggets Mavs game at the end of the season, and that's when we saw the potential of D-Live and Gafford, that tandem with the big guy, and we got a better team this season. So I think, like, even the previous game against the Nuggets, we could have won that one. We could have won. We could have been 2-0 against the Nuggets this season. Sure. And, you know, this win without Luka, okay, they didn't have Gordon, but we didn't have Luka. So, you know, I mean.
There you go.
Luka, like.
I think we got their number. I think we got their number.
They cannot defend Kyrie Irving one-on-one. They have no answer for Luka, really. They have no answer for Luka, but they have no answer for Kyrie Irving at all. There's nobody that can defend. Like, the last 3 games I've watched, that was the left-hand winner, like you said, last season when we beat him with the left hand. Kyrie won that game. 43 on the last 43 the first one, and even the beginning of this game until they started doubling him at the end. He was cooking them. They cannot defend Kyrie Irving. They can't.
Hold on. What you talking about, King? Didn't they stop him from getting to the basket, getting to the paint? Didn't they stop teams from getting to the paint?
They did. It was marginal contact on those ones.
Kyrie missed some shots he usually makes tonight.
Marginal contact. So
that's another example right there, like you just said, Matej. The fact that we had other guys step up in Kyrie's struggling there in the second half. Because like you said, normally, Kyrie is cash money in the fourth quarter. When he kind of struggled a little bit, you had other guys step up. That right there also speaks to the depth of this team, man. We've been saying this whole time. But
PJ Washington's clutch, bro. I'm done. I don't have to see no more. He's clutch. Like, I don't care what's going on in the game. PJ Washington knock down free throws and hit shots in the fourth quarter. That's what's going to happen with him.
And he's doing it against a good team.
And he's doing it against good teams no matter, like the situation. He's clutch. But, man, this is the awesome win. I don't want nobody.
Him and Najee clutch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got a clutch team, it seemed like. A bunch of guys is clutch.
Kyrie didn't have a great game. We talked about Clay not having a great game, and still Luka didn't play, and still they won. I think we got their number. And if that's a playoff matchup, still early in the season, but if both teams are completely healthy, complete rosters, I think Mavs are better than the Nuggets.
Joker gave you, like a 35-point triple-double almost a day, right?
Yeah. Joker did what he does.
Our centers between the two of them, I think, gave you like almost 25 and 12 or something like that between the two and a couple blocks or whatever. That was enough. They did their job. Because Denver has no backup center. They have DeAndre Jordan, bro.
You gonna disrespect DeAndre Jordan like that? And Dario Sarge?
Hey, man. But if they did their job today by the numbers they put up against the Joker, like that was a battle. The two of them put up a battle against the Joker. That's fine. It was better than last game. Joker destroyed them. It was like there's nothing close. He was just destroying them. This game, it was more of a battle. They did their thing. But what about Jaden Hardy? I want to go to this play because I'm thinking about it. I don't know why it made me think about it. Did you see Jaden Hardy completely miss the guy in the air that shot the 3-point shot when he kicked his leg out and then caught his leg? And they called 3 fouls. And I'm like, they said he touched his left arm and he went around his arm and then caught his leg.
They showed it on the replay for the Mavs, and I'm looking like
he went towards me. They went like around his arm and then like hit his leg, and it was like they said he touched his arm. I'm like, he didn't touch him at all. How did you?
Bro, we've been losing some fluky challenges, bro.
Mark Fowler was getting mad. Mark Fowler was getting mad.
I told you on that last game, I said, bro, Mark Fowler, what call was it? The last game. Dang, what call was the last game? And I told you, I said, bro, they even said it on the broadcast. They were questioning it. They were like, what's
Mark was saying the same things. He was using the same words we were saying. He was saying like the marginal and all that when the Mavericks. Yeah. He started saying it. I'm like, okay, Mark, okay.
What was it? I cannot remember that play, man. Whatever it was, I even told you on the show. I said, bro, even they said on the broadcast that's a little questionable. Like I don't see how that was it's one of the marginal calls again or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And so, like you said with this, they showed it from that angle where you got the better look. I didn't see him touch a wrist.
I didn't see him touch a wrist. The referees kept stopping it right in front of his wrist like he was about to hit him. It's like, play the rest of the play from a different angle. He goes around him. He like moves like he was going to hit him and like dodges, but then he puts his leg out and he kicked him and basically got a step in the offensive foul. And they said, no, it was marginal contact when he went back and reviewed it. I'm like, how, bro?
Bro, he did a jump man sign in the air on the dude. Oh my God, bro. I'm glad you brought that up too. I completely forgot about that, man.
When it comes to those referee decisions, sometimes I guess I don't know basketball rules. I mean, like I just, I can't comprehend it. I guess what I'm watching, like, in all the other games doesn't apply in this situation. It's the most frustrating part of the game.
I've been saying it for the longer, but the inconsistencies from game to game is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Like if you say this is the set rules, why does it change every game? Depending on who's refereeing the game, it makes no sense.
They changed the rules up this year where when you call out of bounds, you can call a foul, right? We know that the Mavericks got the rule change, benefit them in an OKC game or whatever. How come when Kyrie lost the ball and the dude stepped on his ankle, they didn't call a foul?
I think he was trying to tell him
Kyrie went over there with something. He stepped on my ankle, that's why Kyrie was down for a second because he twisted his ankle and stepped on it. And then they didn't show that part. They started showing the replay and showed it from the ankle being stepped on and then falling down. I'm like, what is going on?
And when they showed it, I think that was our broadcast that showed that.
Yeah, the national broadcast probably didn't. But
Yeah.
like when it comes to Kyrie, he never talks to the refs.
Nope,
He
and when he-
absolutely never talks to the refs. And when people say Luka should talk to the refs less, he'll get more calls. BS. I mean, Kyrie gets one of probably the worst whistle in the league. Now, gotta be top three. Gotta be top three.
It's top three for sure.
Yeah, and absolutely, like he's stoic. He's like Buddha. He doesn't say anything. Just if he says something, he didn't just get fouled. He got hit and it hurt.
Because there were times when what's his name, Murray was getting clean strips and all, and Kyrie was just going here with the play like, all right, you got me. You feel me? Dude stepped on his ankle right there, and Kyrie got up and was like, bro, he got me. What are you doing? And nothing.
Tech.
I was surprised he didn't give it tech, bro. That's crazy.
He better not get a tick for that. But Jokic over there spitting in the referee's face, bro. I better not, man. Oh, okay. Anyway, but yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got, man. Y'all got anything else, man? Y'all want to add, man?
Nah, good game for me. It is what it is. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Spencer Dinwiddie too.
Yeah,
Spencer Dinwiddie had a good game today. He made some big buckets when we needed him.
Yes, he did, bro.
He face of emergency today. For real.
And Najee hit a couple threes too, and people told me he can't hit threes. So
I told, hey man, never mind.
If Westbrook didn't shoot 4 for 6 from 3, made those 3 open 3-pointers, and we know if we meet in the playoffs, he's not gonna make those in the playoffs.
Yeah,
he never makes those in the playoffs.
Yeah, I was fine with him.
He's not gonna have a lot of 4 of 6 3-point shooting games this year. And if he didn't make those threes, this game probably wouldn't get that close at the end. Maybe Mavericks would have constantly had 9-10 points lead throughout the game. So great game, man.
I agree.
I agree too, man.
Shout out to Jamal Murray, man. Hey.
You know what it is, though.
I heard he was better than Kyrie. I was told.
Hey, I told. Say, bro, hold on, man.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
That's in there too, bro. Stay out of my book. Sorry, stay out of my book. Listen, man. But listen, man. Let's get to the game ball here, man. But before we do, man, let's show some love, man, to the app of all apps, and that's Playback.
Are you looking for a place where you can watch every Mav game this year, live, including the pre- and postseason? We talk that. How about old school basketball matchups from the 90s and early 2000s? We talk that as well. Do you watch wrestling and other things? Well, we talk about those too. If you do, Glow Sun Production on Playback is where you want to be. The app is 100% free and we have plenty of VIPs. So why haven't you joined us yet?
Why haven't you joined us yet? Listen, ladies and gentlemen, go on over to Playback. You can download the app wherever you get your apps from. It's absolutely free. We stream every single last one of the Dallas Mavericks games there. We also stream classic basketball games. We have one up on our site now. You can go over there and watch that one. I think the one we just did was George's 51-point game as a Wizard. And also, too, King just streamed some wrestling event tonight. He streams every last one of the wrestling events on there, too, guys. We got some other things we got cooking up, too. We're going to add to Glow Sun Productions Playback, guys. So follow us under Glow Sun Production at Playback. We're still trying to get to our goal of 500. We're almost there. We definitely could use your help, guys. That'll also help us to get more VIPs to hand out to you guys, man, for the game. So help us by following us on share everything, guys. Follow us on Playback, y'all. Let your friends know we stream the Dallas Mavericks games over there. We actually stream the games at Playback, guys. It's absolutely free. Doesn't cost you anything. All right, fellas, let's get to the game ball. All right, Matej, you gonna go first, man. Who you giving the game ball to tonight, man?
Yeah, he already told us, but go ahead, Matej.
Yeah, gotta be Najee Marshall for me. I mean,
what?
Yeah, gotta be Najee Marshall for me. I think 11 of 15, 3 or 4 from 3, and that's the only thing it's been missing from his game this season. Like, if he starts making 3-pointers at the rate he was making them last year in New Orleans, then we got 6th man of the year. Here we come, because that's the only thing that's been missing. He's been really excellent, great so far this season, and if and I think like Derek Jones last season, DJJ had the same slow start from 3 and then started shooting better. So we're talking small sample size now. I'm very hopeful he's gonna make those threes. He's been missing this season so far, and this game is a step in the right direction. And yeah, I really loved it. Could have been like, if we could have given the game ball to 2 players, then the center rotation of Gafford and Lively deserved it as well. A lot of guys did great work. PJ was absolutely great as well, and he's got, he could have gotten it as well. But I think the bench was the key tonight, and the leader from the bench was Najee. In transition, in defense, even making those threes, when we're playing in the half court. So yeah, it's Najee for me.
I'm gonna double down on that one. PJ, it's my guy. I know I wanted to get PJ the game ball, but I give it to Najee, bro. Najee right now, I know his nickname is the Knife. He is a knife right now for us, bro. He is doing everything. He's our baby Draymond Green right now. That's how I feel. He's our baby Draymond Green right now.
You said fake handoff, layup.
I'm talking about a little bit of everything, bro. We talking about
he did that last game too.
He is doing kind of like what Matej just said. To echo what he said, bro. He's doing everything. The only thing he was missing is a 3-point shot. There's every defense, rebounding, playmaking. Like sometimes he does a little too much. I understand, but hey, man, when you gonna give us 26 points or 20 points every night or whatever off the bench, you can do a little bit of everything. So, bro, Najee, that dude right now. He's 6th man of the year. It looks like it from this point on. I don't see why not. I can see him get 15s at least, like every game, and it's easy. Like his floater, his in between game is even better than I thought it was. So
bro, it's like he automatic in that paint, bro.
Yeah, and little floater, just little weird shots too. Like it ain't just like easy shots. He makes difficult shots in the paint with ease. That last second shot he made, was the last bucket he made off the glass. That was a difficult shot. He's a beast, man. I'm giving it to Najee.
Man, let me get some shout outs, man. You already know how we do. Like Matej said, man, shout out to Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford, man. The centers, once again, playing with that force that we need, man, being defensive anchors, helping to man the paint. 66 points to the paint, man. Shout out to them. Like you said, man, Gafford got you 13, Lively got you 11. Man, they're finally starting to come to. I told you before, King, before we started the season, the one thing I was not worried about was the centers. They kind of struggled a little bit here early. Now they started to pick it up.
Yep.
And once they started picking it up, our defense started getting better. And like Matej said, now we're like top 7, top 5 in defense. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them, man. Just being the anchor for us in the paint, man. Combined best center duo in the league. We finally could say that again. But yeah, man, shout out to them. Shout out to Kyrie.
Yes, sir.
Like you said, Kyrie only had 19, struggled a little bit there in the second half. But his leadership, man, keeping the guys poised. Man, him creating the gravity for the other guys. Because like you said, look how many times he was double teamed, finding guys in the corner. PJ, killing the closeouts on the threes. You had Najee hitting those threes in the corner. Like, just man, shout out to him, man. But like I said, being that leader that we need, man, holding it down till Luka gets back. This guy, I'm gonna shout him out first too. Spencer Dinwiddie, man. That's 2 games in a row. Spencer Dinwiddie came in for us, man, and just gave us the buckets that we need at that time, man. Like, he's not going to her get you 20 or 30 or anything, but he's hitting those crucial buckets that we need to sustain leads or get leads back. Yep. So shout out to Spencer Dinwiddie for that. This man don't get enough credit either, bro. Shout out to Freezy. Quentin Grimes. I try to tell Freezy about this, man. I try to tell him this is what we've been wanting Quentin Grimes to do. Quentin Grimes got you 14.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? Like, this is what we've been talking about, man. Like, between him and Najee Marshall, man, 2 of the key pickups for us this offseason, along with Klay Thompson. I mean, I know everybody's focused on Klay Thompson because he's Klay Thompson, but we kept trying to tell folks, you need to pay attention to Najee Marshall and Quentin Grimes. These are going to be 2 key additional guys for us that's going to help push our team forward. But everybody talk about how we lost Tim Hardaway, we lost Josh Green, we lost, who else we lose? I'm blanking right now.
DJJ.
Thank you, DJJ. We got these guys in return, man. These guys can add so much different stuff to this team, man. Not just being one side on the ball. They can play defense. They can also play, make plays well, I can say Najee is a playmaker. I'm safe to say he's a playmaker, but in general, they can make plays and they also can score when we need them to score, man, consistently. So that's why I say, man, shout out to Quentin Grimes, man. You don't get enough love either, man. But
Najee's got great vision. I mean, underrated vision as a passer. He's not talked about enough as a passer, a playmaker, like you said. He does great work. And Grimes up to 40% from 3 after tonight.
But I was told, Matej, I was told. But hey, here's what it is. But this is my player of the night, man. Y'all. I think King said it before he picked Najee. It's PJ Washington, man. Listen, man.
Go ahead, tell him, man.
Bro, PJ Washington got you 13. He got you 22 and 13, bro, with 3 steals, man.
Bro, you see his defense on Joker in the fourth quarter?
Bro, I was told.
To play Joker?
I was told.
Yo,
to trade this guy for Cam Johnson. You think Cam Johnson gonna do what he did tonight?
Hell no.
You think he gonna do what Najee did tonight?
No.
Then what are we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking because I don't know.
They started with PJ on Joker in the first quarter as well, and he did well. It really did disrupt. Like that's why we got the lead as well. So
I felt like every time PJ was on Joker, Joker wasn't scoring. Maybe that was just
what? It's a good point you just made. I'm gonna give Kid this credit here on this. The way he used the players today when Westbrook was in the game is the same way Boston did us in the finals. Mm-hmm. You had the wing guarding our center. Yep. So what we did, we had the centers, even when he had Maxey in there playing the 5, you had the centers guarding Westbrook. So that way you had one of those guys guarding Jokic. They can easily come back and help
side when PJ playing a man up.
That's what the Wolves. That's what the Wolves did as well in the playoffs with Cat guarding Joker and Rudy roaming, waiting to help. So
I got
it's something that could work as well. That's something that the teams had figured out against the Nuggets as well. It seems.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny you said that. You were right. It does. It seems like everybody's kind of taking pages out of that Minnesota series from the playoffs previously. So you're right, man. But so shout out the Kid, man, for doing that, man, and then help tonight. So. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm trying to make sure nobody. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got, man. So
you're not gonna shout out Maxey Cleveland?
Who?
Oh, okay, we can keep moving.
Hey, shout out to Bibbs, man. He was talking about his time.
He wasn't doing
it. He said that time, man. He said that time. I've been saying it, but I mean,
Maxey just turned away too many shots for me now, bro. That's my thing with Maxey. It's like he just doesn't want to shoot the ball. It was one time he passed the ball. I think it was like Quentin Grimes in the corner or something. And what's the name was just watching them. Michael Porter Jr. Like I know you're gonna pass that ball over, and then ran and knocked out the bounds though. Instead of getting, and I was like, Max, I knew you was gonna throw that ball over. He was wide open.
And I think Grimes said something to him in that play too. I think he said to tell him to shoot it or whatever. But then he ended up taking it back out or whatever. So, but yeah,
I think he's afraid of his 3-point shot now, man.
Yeah, because he's starting to fake it and drive to the basket now. He's doing that a lot.
He's actually not even shooting the 3 no more.
I mean, but I was told, King. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all. Let's go ahead and you want to do a few of these question comments from the members, man.
Do it.
All right, man. Let's get to the members of the channel, y'all. Members, y'all already know, man. Listen, just go ahead and hit that WTM in front of your question or your comment, man. Let us know what's on y'all mind. We got a couple super chats in here, King. Let's get these super chats first, real quick, like. Brian Bambi, man, the $5 dono. Just call me crazy, but I'm calling the future. Westbrook gonna have a confidence boost on the threes this game, and we'll go 0 for 12. No, I'll be generous. 12 for 2. That's why I said, listen. I'm sorry, 2 for 12. I would live with that, man. I would live with that.
Yeah, I was fine. He made 4 of them, but that's the defense you play.
Yeah, I wasn't tripping on that.
Make them.
Just go. Yeah, make them.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rick. Go ahead. You got one more. I apologize.
Yeah. Homa Latte. Of course, he's a Glow Yard member. With the $2 Canada dollars. He says, great win. Almost had a heart attack. Shout out to Najee and PJ. Yeah, man. You talking to 2 guys that people said trade for Najee and PJ for Cam Johnson. Y'all, I can't believe this, man.
How many guys averaging double figures this year? Are we at 5, 6 yet?
Let me. Why you reading the question?
Right.
Let me
go ahead. Appreciate you guys for the super chats. Johnny B. He said, "What a choke job! Thank God for Najee." Johnny
I
B.
thought a choke job is when you lose.
I thought it was too. Was it a choke job when Denver beat us? Did they choke?
So we choked when we lost to them last time, and then choked when we won against them.
Yes.
Makes sense to me. Makes sense.
Pasquale says, "I want the game ball to go to Najee Automatic Marshall." He called him AKA Najee Matic.
Najee Matic, I love this.
I told him I like that too when he said it in playback, Najee Matic. But Kyrie has been such a leader on this team. He's that double rook advantage against an opponent's queen. Facts. Pasquale, I like that. I play chess.
All right, you ready?
Yep, go ahead.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4 players in double figures. We got 1, 2 scoring 9 points. That's Najee and PJ. They're like almost at 10.
Okay.
Derek Lively is almost at 9 at 8.6.
Okay.
So if you want to count,
so we can get to 7.
2 points to 10 or and more.
We can get 7 to 10 points. We can get 7 people.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you got 7 guys who can average double figures for the team.
And Grimes was in the kid dungeon for a while, wasn't really getting real minutes. If we're looking at the games when he was really getting a chance,
he's double digits
playing
as well.
Rotation, he's got to be double digits.
Yeah, he is. I think since he's been back in the rotations, he was before this game. He's put him like 9.5 on great efficiency. Now he put up 14 this game, so it got to be around 10.
Got to be over, yeah.
Well, no, he's averaging 5.
No, not for the season, bro. We talking about since he got put back into the rotation.
Yeah.
He's put up 9.5 since he got put back in the rotation. What we saying is he got 14 today, so that should be like 10 since he's been in the rotation again.
Before he got the DMP from Kidd, he had a couple of games when Kidd only played him like for a few minutes.
Yep.
Didn't even know. Like, I mean, he was really like, that's one of those Kidd things that I also don't understand. But okay, it is what it is, and he's playing now, and he's playing like he's supposed to. He's doing his work.
Also, the Denver choke when they had a lead, didn't they have a 5-point lead, or was it 5?
Yep, it was 5.
Is that a choke job for Denver?
No, because Jokic doesn't do anything wrong.
They had the best player in the world too, right? At home,
no, but
with a 5-point lead.
I don't care how you spin it, man. He do no wrong. You understand?
Gotcha.
He could do no wrong.
Same joker,
man. Richard says my boy Najee and PJ makes us different. Did everyone see why Gaff starts? I'm not saying that as right. I'm not doing. I don't care who. I'm telling y'all, the center thing. It doesn't matter, y'all. Like, why do we make everybody against each other? It doesn't matter. We just had a win. I'm fine. Whatever happened today, it's not about.
The only thing about when people talk the center thing, like people act like one is like completely better than the other. Like I said, if it was like, Gafford and PJ and Dwight Powell, okay, I can see where everybody's saying it. But it's like these two are pretty much on the same on par with each other. Like they complement each other so well, it don't really matter.
It's a double punch.
Yeah, like
it's a good problem. It's a good thing to have. You got two centers that don't care who starts, and both basically give you the same thing almost. Like, it doesn't matter.
I mean, they do have. There are some differences.
Yes,
D-Live is a better passer. In the short role, he can do more in the short role. But on the other side, when you need physicality, we've seen like the way Gafford bodied Šarić. I mean, like. D-Live can put you in the basket as well, but with the physicality that Gafford does, he's got more mass to him, more girth heft to him, and you need that as well. It's a perfect like you said, perfect complement to each other. That double punch of the center position is what makes this team special as well.
And they're both making a bunch of shots, like I said, that's not off the lob this year. That's the thing that's impressing me, like. The lob has been down, I feel like, this year for the Mavericks so far. From that trade deadline, on to the finals, we were killing. We were throwing lobs all day. We haven't been throwing lobs like that, but the guys are still scoring basically double figures, like you're saying. Gafford's creating his own shot, Lively creating their own shot, especially off of misses and things like that. Bro, I'm impressed with the centers right now. When Luka get his actual play, we're getting lobs again. When Klay has that hot game that makes everybody open, when we're getting lobs and all that, we still got another, level for this team to get to. This ain't even a complete level. This is still them trying to figure it out.
I was thinking that the other day. I was thinking that to myself. I was like, "Yo, they're playing good right now, and we're still not that team yet. That's crazy, bro. They're starting
They're
to
at
figure
80,
it. They're now figuring it out.
85%.
Yep, 80,
Yes,
85%.
yes.
And
85, yes.
It may not even be there because they don't have Luka. Like
That's why. Oh yeah, that even less.
Like that's man. I don't know.
They're gonna be scared. They're gonna be scared when they figured it out, bro. It's a
So
wrap, man.
So they just beat OKC and Denver without Luka. That's what you said. Okay, but we don't have no good wins. What up, Al?
What up, L?
She said, "I can't believe he won that with that type of coaching." Shaking my head. No timely timeouts. Bad coach challenge, etc. This guy. I don't even feel like the coaching challenges were that bad though. I just feel like the refs were just.
I'm not mad at that coach challenge today. That was trash, man. I still don't. They got to show me like a microscopic angle or a view of like his arm actually touching his arm, because from what it looked like to me, he did not touch his arm.
Yeah.
And if anything, his leg tripped him to where his body flew forward. And if that's the case, he flew forward after he kicked his leg out. So I don't know, man. I'm not mad at that challenge.
No, plus it was like at the end of the quarter, and it was a 3-point play, and it was a foul. Like it was a momentum swinger because Denver was returning, was coming back. So I was like, I thought it was a decent challenge. I thought we should have won.
I did too. Because like I said, when they showed the replay before they gave their answer, I'm like, oh, you got this. He kicked the leg out like he like a Jumpman son. Like, what are we doing?
Pasquale
Classic kick out.
Exactly.
Should have been.
Like Reggie Miller out there. Pasquale said, "Facts, King." I don't remember what it was about Pasquale, but thank you. And Latte said, "Check Discord. I will, Latte. Once I get off of here, y'all be having me up all night." Pause. Kareem also says King Clay had 0 points and we were up 24 and didn't play a lot in the second half. People going to act like him shooting bad was the reason we lost the lead, but it's not true. That's why he was a plus. Kareem, when he left out the game with 0 points and he left in that third quarter, he was a plus 17. We were up 17 when he was in the game with 0 points because of his defense and his gravity. People, man, this fandom, bro. You
see that one fast break he had led? You saw how the defense came to him. What did he do? Right over the shoulder, wide open Derek Lobby.
Yep.
Like, that's the gravity we talk about that he creates. Even though he's not making his shots, he still creates that gravity. Like Kyrie wasn't hitting a lot of his shots in the second half, but he still was creating that gravity. Like that's what we talk about.
That's why when we're talking, like they're not even close to 100%. They're probably not even at 80 now. When Clay starts making those shots, along with what he's already been doing for the team, I mean, yeah, scary.
Johnny B says, Kai no Luka wins versus OKC. Denver, Luka no Kai lost to Utah Jazz.
Here we go.
I don't get you, Johnny B, man. If it would have been the opposite way, you be in here telling us that Kyrie couldn't win without Luka. Like, I don't know what
you just said the first
man. I told you
the first comment you just said when you came in here, you said they choked.
You be trolling.
So now you're giving them credit for the win. Like
I've never seen nobody look for negativity, bro. Like it could be a win in your face, and you'll be like, "So what? We ain't do it like this." I'm like, Johnny B, yo, you gotta chill on that one, man.
And the crazy part about it is, he said just win against Denver. They won against Denver. Now you're critiquing how they won against Denver.
No, they won against Denver the wrong way.
I don't.
The Kai versus Luka thing among fans is just silly. It's kid stuff. I mean, it's trolling. It's not worth like really giving it a lot of thought. We need both to be themselves for this team to get where they want to be.
Yep.
It's clear as day, and anybody who can't see that doesn't know what he's watching. Don't know basketball. So like,
there it is. I mean, listen, I was gonna say something. I was gonna bring up the finals, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Because, I mean, you talk about him losing to Utah. I mean, where was Kyrie? We needed him in the finals. I mean,
I don't want to take shots at people, but it's like, yo, you act like they need each other. There's going to be times when you're down and your team will pick you up. That's what a team does. A team.
I don't understand why people. That's hard. I don't understand why that's so hard people to grasp, man. It's like you need. We've been saying this whole time on this show. Like you need both of them. Like don't you understand that if Luka plays good and Kyrie doesn't and we lose, what different? Then it doesn't matter what Luka did. We lost. If Kyrie plays good and Luka doesn't play good and we lose, what difference does it make what Kyrie did? We lost. Either way it go, we lost. It don't matter who did what. The key to the game is to win. Just win the game.
Bro, we Luka done missed 2 games already. They already like magnifying and say, well, Kyrie won them 2 games. Bro. How many games we played this season so far? What is it? 12, 13,
16?
Come on, man. What is going on? We
And
eighth
when
in
we're
the
looking at the OKC and this game tonight against the Nuggets, when we're looking at those two games, both times in the clutch, Mavs had their struggles.
Yep, they
And
should
we
have had
know
Luka.
if we put Luka there as well, you've been talking, King. You said, King, like Luka's bigger. He can see over the double teams. Kyrie, he's just a smaller guy. When they're doubling him, he has a lot less space. Luka's big enough to see over the double team, to see the whole, floor pass, make any pass there is to make. They're a better team in the clutch with Luka. So,
we said the same thing, Matej, talking about it.
I thought about that tonight.
With Luka. Yep, it'd have been great to have Luka in both of those games when they got down to the wire. We were like, damn, Kyrie getting bottled up. Where's Luka at right now? But fans don't see that, though. It is what it is.
This team will win a title if both of those guys are playing at their maximum capacity.
Yep.
That's the only way they're winning a title. Not with Luka playing great and Kyrie not, or the other way, Kyrie great and Luka not. That we saw it last finals. We need both guys to be.
We needed both of them. Yeah.
Yep. And we only got both of them. One game, and we won that game. Ben says PJ Hero Ball feels so natural. He is from Dallas, and he plays like this is his hometown team. He steps up as a scoring option when we need him. Glue guy. Also, Najee should start. Shout out to G Grimes. Najee finally getting the 6th man of the year.
Yeah, he has that offensive punch we need off the bench, man.
So here's my thing. Klay Thompson played, right? He went 0 for 11, whatever. He was starting. I keep saying this again. They were up 17 points. Everybody don't have to score the basketball. They were up 17 points with Klay Thompson in the game. What is he doing wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to go back to, like you brought up earlier, I'm going to go back to the defense he played on Murray today. Excellent defense. Excellent defense on Murray, bro. Murray only got you 14 points today.
Yep.
So
Gina Kim says, y'all think Klay better when Luka plays and struggles when he doesn't? I think certain games he's going to make buckets, he not. It depends on how the defense plays. Klay is more about gravity, y'all. I don't think you understand it. The gravity that Klay brings is the major thing that helps this team out. It's going to be sometimes when the shots fall, sometimes when it doesn't fall and all that. But the gravity when he's on the floor will always be there because he's Klay Thompson.
And listen, like, I know you said this a million times. I know people just look at one side of the ball. Like the fact that his defense, man, he's bringing other intangibles to the team, man. Y'all heard me say this a million times. If you want our day warners, y'all heard me say this. I've been saying this since we started this show. The fact that if your shots are not falling, what else are you adding? What else are you bringing to the table? Klay is bringing a defensive intensity to the table that we need. Like I said, he helped us with Murray today. And if Murray had to win off along with Jokic, we probably got blown out without Luka. So him helping with Murray, him helping on the defensive side, him making certain plays when we need him to make plays. Like I said, creating that gravity and doing an over-the-head pass to Lively. It's just simple, small things, but it's not just about how many points this person is scoring. I ever told y'all this before the season when everybody was like, oh, you're going to average 18. I said, we don't need him to average 18. Mm-hmm. We need him to fill in where we need him to fill in at. The third option is going to be by committee. We just saw tonight that PJ scored Najee scored the second amount of
first amount. They were the two leading scores.
So he had 26. PJ had 22. It's changing every night, man, because the team is so deep. You don't need just one guy to constantly get you this. You know, Luka and Kyrie gonna get you the points. After that, it's everybody else fill in your role, fill in where we need you to fill in at. You're gonna have this guy score 21 games. This guy gonna probably score 20.
Would they feel better if Klay had got the 22 and Najee had 0? Or 26? Would that be like, oh my goodness, man? Well, Klay Thompson got his 26 and Najee got his 0. Like, I don't understand. DJJ, if he had the game that Klay had today with 0 or played that defense on Jamal Murray, we all be like, damn, you see what DJJ was doing defensively to Jamal Murray? I don't get it, bro.
And that gravity is the key because Klay can miss like 5, 6, 7 3-pointers. Yep. They'll still be guarding him. Yep. They'll still have a man on him at the 3-point line. They won't leave him open anytime. Never. So that gravity will always be there. And when he starts making those shots, and to the question, like Klay does benefit from Luka playing. I just checked the stats, and Klay got assisted on 27 shots he made this season were assisted by Luka, by far the most on the team. Kyrie assisted on 16 shots for Clay this season. So a catch and shoot guy, of course, benefits from playing next to the best 3-point shot creator in the league. That's natural. So there might be something to that in this game. But still, Clay did his work tonight. Even though his shooting stats don't reflect it, that's what basketball is. It's not just shooting. There's a lot more to it. And great teams excel in those little things, in those small things. They do all the small things necessary to win. And Clay has been doing this season that to a really large extent. I think I'm really I don't get people being mad at Clay or not satisfied with what he's brought so far. I think he's done what he's supposed to do. They're just looking at the shooting. They're not looking at all the other stuff he brings to the team. And I think he's done more than enough. And when the shooting comes, and we know it's going to come, he's going to have a couple of
hot games. He goes
8 for 10 nights, 7 for 9, great shooting nights, and those percentages will come up. And then even those people that look at only the shooting will come to our side.
That's what it does. Go ahead, bro. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, and even when he was struggling tonight, we still had 7 guys in double figures.
That's what I'm
saying.
I don't get it. I'm lost.
Hey, this game is too perfect. Let me find that one thing. Yep, that's it.
Clay is a shooter. He's in flows. He's going to get. We just watched Tim Hardaway Jr. and it's like, bro, he don't get the benefit of Tim. Y'all gonna give him 11 games? He was at least good in like 3 or 4 of them. Y'all like, come on, man. He's going to get hot at some point. That's what I'm saying. As far as offensively, he's going to get hot where he's going to be hot for a stretch. That's how shooters work. But y'all, man.
But unlike Tim, he has like Matej just said, he gives you something else.
He gives you, and he's been better. Like I'm saying, Tim at some point was had a stretch of like months of no good game. That second half of the season, Tim had months of no good game. Clay has given us, and we said we played 15 games. Clay has probably given us 6 good games out of this. Bro, Clay is okay as far as shooting the ball. He's okay. Like, what more do you? They want Klay Thompson to give you 21 every game. That's what I think they want, and make every 3 and all that. That's what I think. So,
I wasn't expecting that.
That's crazy, man. Let's see. Kareem says Relle King screaming and flinching at the refs with no tech. Talking about, I guess, Joker, Luka though. Yeah.
Did you say you had spitting in there too?
Gina Kim said Joker was staring down the refs too, but no tech. Jeez. Div also says, Matej, what do you think people say back home about what happened with Slovenian and the team? Are they annoyed at Luka and the role his dad plays with the national team?
Annoyed at Luka and the role his dad. I mean, nobody's annoyed at Luka and his role on the national team. His dad, I mean, I don't think anybody's annoyed at that so far. It's more a problem with the leadership of the National Basketball Federation, the president, the coach they have. I think that's where some changes need to be made. Luka's dad is basically the GM of the national team, sort of, player relation. And the national team doesn't, of course, when you're the GM there, you have the players you have. You can also naturalize a player, but just one. So that's where he does his work. But no, I don't think people are annoyed at that. But yeah, the Slovenian national team. I mean, I'll do a space on that topic this weekend, and I have a few rants ready because there's a lot of problems there. And as far as Luka is concerned, I hope he's going to take a couple of summers off and just focus on his body, not play for the national team because he's been playing every summer for last
7 years? Yeah, 6, 7 years.
That's a lot of basketball, and the national team is sort of in a phase right now where they need to go through a rebuild, get younger, get a lot younger, and maybe in 3, 4, 5 years they can have a competitive team again. Build a roster around Luka that complements Luka, that can actually do something in the big tournaments. But now it's like, as far as Luka takes us, that's how we'll go, and that's just not enough to actually do something to make it to the quarterfinals. Yeah, best of 8. Yeah, but to make it to the semis, to make it to the finals, you need a team. And when we had a team, of course, with Prime Dragic and young Luka, we won a medal, we won the gold, and that's quite a bit away now. So yeah, they need to go through a rebuild. Last night they played, and again it showed. Like, the older guys didn't show up, the younger guys made a run, almost won at the end. They almost won because of the younger guys, and that's the direction they have to go in. But yeah, it's not that easy as well, because you have to do it during the summers, during the season. Not everybody can play. Like, we got 10, 11 guys in the NCAA who can't, of course, play during the season. Luka and Chanchar, who just got injured as well, can't play as well from the NBA. So you got to do the work in the summer on the one hand. On the other, if you want to do the work, you need Luka as well, but Luka does need a break. So I don't know. I mean, I can go on and on about the national team, but basically, yeah, they need to go through a rebuild, and Luka needs to take a break for a season or two, so they see what they actually got in the young guys. Play a whole tournament just with the young team and see what you have, and then build upon that further and have Luka join them when they're ready.
Bro, you can scratch that off your receipt book. I think I told Dave that exact thing last time he asked me.
Listen, I'm just glad somebody from Slovenia actually said this, because when we said it, we got long hate messages because we hate Slovenia, we hate Luka, and all this stuff. So I'm just glad somebody.
It's best for Luka and the team long term. Like, if the goal is to build a to try to win something with the national team as well, you need a team around Luka, and we don't have it right now. And Luka has been playing for 5 years. He needs a break. So what's best for him and what's best for the team long term sort of goes hand in hand. It's not about hating, or I mean, I love national team basketball. Like, this Olympics last season were great. The World Cup, the Euros, it's great basketball. It's highly competitive, highly physical. Players care a lot, and you can see it in the game. So it's great basketball to watch, and I love watching Luka as well play the national teams. But he's still got a long career, and there's time, and you got to think ahead, not just what's best for right now, what's best for like long term, what's best for winning it all, and in the end, that's the goal.
And what's best for Luka is best for y'all, because if Luka stays healthy and he shows up more, he can play for more times with the national team. He can just get more recognition for your country over there. Like, it's always about the team. Even with the Kyrie and Luka thing, like, when Luka's looking good, if he's healthy and all, it will help the Slovenian national team. Like, exactly. That's what it is. So let him get to his best, fit, so he can be good for the Dallas Mavericks and the Slovenia.
I mean, it was really tough watching him in the Olympic qualifiers, like a week after the finals. Mm-hmm. We know he wasn't healthy in the finals, and there he was limping all over the court, battling Giannis in Greece, in front of 20,000 fans. And, it was just, you could see he was really struggling. And it's that's just not good for him, long term. So I completely agree with both of you.
Pasquale says, Matej, who was a better post defender, Luka or Joker?
I don't know if that's somebody who listened to a rant I had on a space last week, but I mean, the numbers actually say Luka. Like, if you just look at the post-up numbers, they actually say Luka. I mean, I can look him up real fast right now, but I mean, the Luka has. And we know that. I mean, we know he's actually a good post defender. He can actually be not just above average, but a good on-ball defender when he applies himself. His biggest problems have been off the ball so far. Yep, have been lack of concentration, not paying attention. It wasn't physical. It wasn't like he can't move on defense. It's like not paying attention off the ball. But when he's engaged, when the spotlight is on him in ISO, one-on-one, or in the post, he does his work. He's good. And I don't get like the whole defense thing with Luka. Yeah, he can always be better, but we watch the games. We've seen him play good defense. We've seen him play great defense in some games, and we always have gotten irritated and pissed off when he makes mistakes all ball that we know he's better than making those mistakes. And yeah, sorry.
Matej, it's okay. Let me name a couple MVPs for you. You tell me which one of them was a great defender, okay? Magic Johnson. Okay, not yet. Steve Nash. Okay, not yet. James Harden. Okay, not yet. Dirk Nowitzki. Okay, not yet. Nikola Jokic. But for some reason, Luka Doncic has to be a lockdown defender to be the MVP. I think Luka a better defender overall. That's just my
shout out to Richard Jefferson on that.
Shout out to Richard Jefferson. I just think Luka a better defender overall than Joker. I'm talking about on the perimeter or on the post. That's my opinion. But
I'm just glad he said it because we got 85-page messages because we don't know ball when we said this, and we're glad somebody else came on the show and said the exact same thing we've been saying. But
yep,
it is what it is.
Gina Kim said, "I want to see Luka versus the Knicks." Go ahead, Matej.
I just checked the stats. So post-up defense, Jokic is allowing 0.99, so a point per possession in post-up. Luka this season, 14 games played, 0.57 on post-ups. That's like, that's elite. You can't have any better. So we're looking like, let me see, Anthony Davis, AD, 0.9. I'm just looking at the top 10. Nobody in numbers of possessions, post-up possessions, nobody is allowing less. And we can see when Luka, when they're playing small, when Luka switches onto a big, we can see he's strong enough, he's big enough. He's got enough girth to hold his own. And, just going by the numbers, and I think by the eye test as well, 0.57, that's, oh my God. Like, if we're looking just at the field goal percentage, guys, guess what's the field goal percentage he's allowing on post-ups?
38%.
What is it?
23.5%.
23.5. Why don't they ever show these numbers when they talk about numbers?
Because it don't fit the narrative. Remember they had that blow by stat that came out of nowhere. Never heard
why
that
they
stat
show the blow by stat, but they won't show the post up percentage?
The blow by stat you can't get for any other player except Luka. Has anybody ever seen any stat account post any blow by stats list of blow by top 10 in blow bys, like offensive, defensive?
Matej, that's the first time in my life. I've been watching basketball for a very long time. I've never seen that stat in my life. I'm like, where'd this stat come from? I just pulled something out of thin air and said, yeah, this is it right here. But we seen. Let me make sure I'm looking at this correctly. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I'm looking at this correctly. So we had 66 points in the paint today. Who played center for the Nuggets again? But I'm just trying to figure out why. I saw a bunch of time got blown by them when they had them on switches and stuff. But hey, Luka's trash though. It's what it is.
Exactly. Gina Kim also says, but guys, y'all don't want the Warriors. I want Luka to beat the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals so Luka can get over that hump like he did with the Clippers. I don't see that as a hump. They just beat us. Like, that wasn't really a hump. They beat us. They were a better team that year and all that. Like, I would love to play the Warriors and beat them, but I didn't see that as like we had a chance. Like, they beat us. Like, it just is what it is. If we go play them again, we can beat them this time. But with the Denver Nuggets, it's just that whole Luka. I just want Luka to have a playoff series against Joker. I just want a 7-man. You feel mano-a-mano to see.
Shut them narratives up.
Let's see who the best player in the world is. Let's go. You feel me? A Jordan versus Clyde Drexler moment or something like that. Let's see who really is legit. Let's take the gloves off and let's see who about it. So that's what I'm about. No Master P.
No Master P.
Yep. Kareem says King, Relle, or when Gafford got that clean block on Joker and was called the foul.
Oh yeah. I was confused on that. I'm like, I was confused on that. I'm like, how was that a foul? Like, I didn't get it. It was literally all ball. But he got a lot of bailout calls today, bro.
MVP call.
MVP calls.
That's the call.
That's why Luka can't get his MVP because they can't give him them calls. They like, we can't give you them calls, Luka, so you're not getting MVP. Pasquale says Relle and Lively couldn't get a foul in the corner either. What does it take to get a foul? Thanks, Mark, man.
Take that Mav jersey off. That's how you get it, Pasquale.
Mm.
If you don't have a Mav jersey on, that's how you get the foul calls. You said Monte Ellis?
Div says, don't care what anyone says. I do not like Luka complaining to the refs or looking at his teammates and blaming them when he is one that misses assignments on defense. We need to make him accountable. So what's your problem with Joker, Div?
Nobody says they like it. We're just asking what's with the double standard here. Why nobody gets on Jokic for doing the same thing, for doing it more than Luka? Like,
and Joker's not the only player that does it. That's the thing about it. It's not just Joker. It's a lot of players that do that type of stuff, but because we Mad fans, I guess we only see the Mavericks when Luka does it.
I mean, I've never seen Luka drop down on his knees and, look at the holy high heavens like LeBron did.
I've seen Steph Curry throw a mouthpiece at a referee. So his mouth, he was spitting it right out his mouth.
Didn't he throw it at the stands as well?
The fans before? Yep, he's done a whole bunch of stuff. I've seen Steph Curry do that type of stuff, but,
everybody gets pissed, of course. Like, that's what we love. Like, when players show emotion, like I prefer. Like when we look at Kawhi, like the robot behavior. That's also why he's never been, even when he was healthy, like a possible face of the league. He doesn't have the personality. You love the person. As a fan, I love to see the personality of players showing their emotion coming through, whatever it is. Of course, when it gets detrimental to the team, when it hurts the team, like Draymond, for example, or those extremes, then it gets bad. But other than that, all the emotion in the game, that's what sports is. Like, what do you want? Like, I want to see a player care. And I'd rather see him get attacked because he cares too much, or than not get attacked because he doesn't care enough.
You said hands in your pocket, Jason Kidd?
Exactly.
No, I said Darvin Ham, which is it.
Darvin Ham, but yeah, I agree the same thing. And the thing is, Div loves Draymond Green. I know he loves Draymond Green. And Draymond Green, you see what he does for the Golden State Warriors, but he's still a winner and all that. Div, like, I don't know, y'all. I got to stop turning on Luka, man. Jada Kiv said, complaining or no complaining, they still won't call that call. And Kai had, like, the top 3 worst whistles last year, yeah. This whistle getting a little better this year. He actually getting free throws. I'm surprised.
Yeah, he getting some free throws.
Yeah. He didn't get
still not enough.
Yeah, but he was getting some free throws, but yeah, his whistle's still one of the worst. For the moves he do, they get mesmerized.
He got 4 free throws a day. That's career high.
He's still getting clobbered in the paint a lot of times.
All the time, Matej. Gina Kim also says, I know Clay was trash, but at least he didn't hurt us like THJ used to hurt us when he was trash can juice. What you said?
Yes.
You said give up 2 when you missed 2? Oh, okay.
Or give up 3 when you missed 3.
Give up 3 when you missed 3. There you go. Jenny Kim also says, I saw some Kai stands trying to spread hate towards Luka because we won without him. Even some dumb OKC fans, but I don't know about them. Don't they realize that's a good thing? We used to suck with no Luka. What? So
didn't I say that earlier? I said we used to suck without Luka, man.
What about when Luka used to win with no Kai and Kai couldn't win with Luka without Luka? Like, I'm so done.
Yeah. Silly stuff. Kids stuff.
I cannot believe it, man. Like the stuff they're saying. Richard says, no, guys, it's to protect Lively from foul trouble. It could be partially that too, but I just think Lively got to play through that and get through that. Like at some point, it's like even when he was last year and all, Lively is the type of player that I feel like learns on the fly or whatever. Like during the game, like even during this game, he was in foul trouble. Then at the end of the game, he was just all over the place, just making major plays on defense and all. So
yeah, he had them 2 key blocks for us at the end of the game.
Yeah.
That sealed the game for us.
That
led to transition 2s on the other end to put us back up by 4. So yeah.
Gina Kim says, only criticism I have towards kids tonight was him not putting Najee and sooner. Other than that, I think he has his rotation set. Only took him how many games this time? 11. Gina Kim.
Yeah, what I'm saying. He cut it down this year.
Took him 11 this time. I'm gonna read this. I know he put a W10, but he said Black says the finals appearance has fans talking funny this season. Facts. Y'all got spoiled after that finals running like I don't know what y'all thinking. We would have got to the finals last year without losing.
Trade the guy who got you there.
That's
that makes
crazy.
Sense.
You remember Kyrie didn't make the minimum to make the games or whatever for the All NBA and all that. How we still win games last year? Oh, okay.
No, we don't remember that. It's revisionist history, bro.
You forgot Luka had to put up 73 and all that stuff, right? They forgot that.
No, I don't remember. He didn't do that.
Sorry. Div says Kyrie said that following on the interview to Luka, "We miss you, Hermano. Hopefully at home you're happy, man. This is definitely one for him." Yeah. When Kyrie Irving says Hermano, he is using a Spanish word that means brother. Div teacher this. The word is often used informally to refer to a close friend or someone considered like family. Thank you, Div.
Thank you, Div, for the clarification. We needed you to. Thank you.
Thank you, Div, man. Woo. That's one of the Spanish words I definitely know, Div. Appreciate you, though.
I didn't know that at all. Thank you.
Gina Kim says, I can't wait for Luka to come back and look like himself again. I don't understand how he has all this hate. Like, where did it come from? When Luka were cooking good last year, stands were quiet. Man, Luka just had a good game the last game, but they like, man, he gone. Nope, it's over.
He gone finally. Okay,
yes.
Now we're going to talk noise.
And we won the last game.
Like 10 games and it's over. 6 years, like.
And we won by 41 with Luka on the court. But never mind.
No, Utah.
Oh no, it was Pelicans. But the Utah we lost that game. So
yeah.
I think a lot of people have to be trolling with that stuff. I mean, can be. I don't think a lot of people are serious when they,
I hope you're right, Matej. But sometimes, we can't.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard
tell the difference.
I agree. That's what got me pissed off as well. But I mean, I gotta think like you can't be watching, or there's a lot of new fans that just started watching. I mean, they started watching this year. That's all they watched. They never watched anything else. I don't know.
It's like 3 more rounds. I'm gonna get through and then we're done. Let's see. Gina Kim said, I don't think these fans understand there's more to basketball than just scoring. PJ could have had 0 points and still had an impact on the game. We played like a team, and that's how you win. Facts.
You said the last game? He didn't score a lot, and he was the key in the defending last game.
Could have been one of the players of the game. Gina Kim said they just want to hate. Can't listen to those Twitter stands who wanted Gaff and Najee traded. They wanted DJJ back, knowing that this was his choice in Green, which Grimes is playing his role better. They wanted Grant Williams back too over PJ. I remember that too. Shout out to Johnny B.
Hey, that's why I was gonna say something, but I'll leave it alone.
Gina Kim said these fans will praise Maxey and THJ for one good game, then ignore when they played bad for long stretches, always injured. We still hear Maxey retire.
Boy, Gino over here preaching tonight, boy.
Yeah.
She also says it's funny how Luka is out against the Knicks and Brunson will be playing. When was the last time they played against each other while healthy? Brunson be ducking.
Have they ever played against each other?
Brunson be ducking Luka, man. Brunson ducks Luka. I told you that. Brunson ducks Luka every time he's on the floor. Brunson ducks him.
And so far, every time
Luka does, and when Luka doesn't play, JB comes and plays.
I think that's the first time Luka's going to be injured. Luka won't play, and I guess JB.
I think it was one other game. Where JB played and Luka didn't play. That's what I'm saying.
No, you know what, King? That's the game that Kyrie went off.
Yes, when Kyrie beat him, and JB played. And in the other game when Luka played against him, JB did not play.
Yeah, remember that's when that whole beef on Twitter came out. Remember when they talking about who's better at Kyrie and JB?
And JB,
Kyrie killed him. Yeah,
Kyrie killed them. They can't defend Kyrie either. Gina Kim said, I want to see Joker's blow by percentages. They made a whole new stat just to discredit Luka. Facts.
Yeah.
Pasquale said, I agree, Matej, 100%. Let's see the last ones. We'll let you notice at the end, Pasquale won't give him his chance. And plus all the information in the description box as well. Gina Kim said, I'm going to need Kid to figure out his challenges. Only time he's been successful was the last game when he was pissed. Needed staff to double check or something because it can't cost us in the end. He should have won the challenge today, though.
He should have won that, Gina. That's what I'm saying. He should have won that challenge. I would have challenged that.
Dave, I know you're trolling. And lastly, Pasquale said, when you are so talented, it confuses the whistle. Nobody can be perfect, but Kyrie. Kyle almost there. I feel you, Pat. I say the same thing because he's so, like, his game is just so amazing that they get stuck in watching him make the moves instead of calling the foul.
So why I thought the Joker's game was so amazing, but he gets all the whistles.
I mean, Joker, like, okay, he got a good whistle tonight, but overall, gotta be fair. Like, it's true. Like, he talks to the refs a lot because there's calls he doesn't get that Embiid gets. Like, if we're just looking, like, if we're comparing those two, like, Joker gets nowhere near the whistle Embiid gets. So,
Joker got a ring though. Be happy, Joker. And multiple MVPs, true. Like
and 3 MVPs. So.
Yeah, like I mean, how much more can you get, man? Gee.
But yeah, man. Listen, guys, we definitely appreciate everybody, man, joining us here. The members joining us today, man, for another episode. Listen, man, if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. Join us here, man, for more Mav content. We'll be back here on Sunday. Yeah, when we play the Miami Heat. Actually, We gotta talk about that, King. It might be something different for us on Sunday, but we'll see.
Okay.
We might be going over to another channel on Sunday, y'all. We gotta answer another. Well, we gotta answer a Miami guy back. We'll let y'all know.
We
Though.
might
Just
try
follow
to.
us on
We
our.
might be able to do a combo show because they usually
That's
do
what I'm
quarter
hoping.
shows. Yeah, I hope they can do a
'cause
combo show.
Yeah, hopefully we can do that, man. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, just follow us on our socials, y'all. Y'all know how we do. We'll post on our socials. Also, to everybody, please hit that like button tonight, man. We got a lot of people in here, man, watching us tonight, man. We definitely appreciate that. So it should be a lot of likes, man, on this video tonight, man. That would definitely be much appreciated. Also, too, man, if you want to be just like the people you saw here in the comment section commenting, we got the members today. Simply hit that join button. You guys can join us here and become a member of the channel. Join us for all our Member Day Fridays. We normally have members only Fridays when if a game falls on a Friday like today, but we had a special guest today, man, so we did a little different today. But normally we do have a members only post game show for you guys if a game falls on a Friday. But before we roll out though, I'm gonna tell you, man, you got anything, man, you want to add or let the folks know, man, what you're getting into, man?
I mean, I enjoyed this talk with you guys. Again, thanks for inviting me. It was really nice, and I'm super glad we got to talk about this win. And the mood was much better, if they lost. So that's pretty much all. I mean, the link you said you can find me will be in the description, so you can follow me and talk some Mavs or other sports with me as well. I'm a huge fan, watch a lot of sports, watch a lot of Mavs, so it's the most important side thing in life, or how do they say, like, it's good to get some stress release with that kind of talk. Too much serious stuff out there and negative stuff, and it's good to just relax with the sports talk. So that's what I like to do.
Yeah. So sometimes that's stressful. But
Exactly. And I tagged them on everything, guys.
But it's not harmful. Like, even if you stress over sports, it's a lot better than if you stress about real life stuff.
Life, that is true.
It's fun stress in a way because it gets you going.
First world problems, yep.
But like I said, yeah, all this stuff is in the description as before, and also I tagged them on everything. So everything that we have going that he has a link to or has a media, I tagged him in. So if we showing our show on Instagram, you can find his tag on there. On Facebook, the same thing. YouTube, everywhere. So just check him out. Make sure to check out Matej. He does awesome work. And like I said, appreciate you, Al, for hooking us up and hooking this combo up.
Thanks,
we appreciate you. Been asking forever.
And like you said, it's down in the description box, y'all. Literally, like the first little paragraph in the description box. All his socials and all that stuff, his YouTube channel and stuff like that. So y'all can follow him over there, guys. But yeah, man, I think that's gonna probably do it for us this evening, fellas. So listen, man. With all that being said, guys, it is your boys Relle and King of We Talk Mavs. We Talk Dallas Mavs from a fan's perspective. We will be back here. You said on Sunday after the Mavs play the Miami Heat. Hopefully, we can go for win number 5. It is on the road. We got a back-to-back on Sunday, then another game on Monday, guys. So 2 winnable games. Not finna go ahead of myself. We're taking one game at a time over here. But hopefully they can take care of business, man. Keep this streak going. So I mean, hey, it's pretty much in our favor, man. We just got to take care of business, man. And the way we've been playing here recently, it's looking like it could be in our favor. So, but we'll see. We'll talk about that, man, on Sunday, guys. As you know, thank our guest Matej for joining us here. We'll be back here on Sunday, guys. Same Mav time, same Mav channel. Go Mavs, and we out, y'all.